What's going on, Taiwan? Tua Cruz here, checking in our new apartment in downtown Taipei. Just kidding, we're actually just renting this place for the next 5 days or so. And actually, this place is rented to us by one of our fans here on our YouTube channel, so they kindly offered to lease out their apartment to us, and it's in a great location. We're right next to the Taipei 101 Tower, and right by Elephant Mountain, and pretty good access to a lot of good cycling roads and mountains nearby. We just moved into this apartment today, and there's bikes over here, as you can see. So today we're gonna go out for a nice long ride. We're gonna go along the river paths, which are a really popular, really beautiful, really well built cycling path along all of the rivers here in the Taipei area. So our plan is to ride along the river paths as much as possible today. I wanna show you guys a lot of stuff. So our main destination, we're going to try and go up to Tamsui, which is in the north side of Taipei, and then hit a few other places along the way, so like the Grand Hotel and all of the park and other scenic views along the way. First things first, let's get kitted up, so here we go. Oh hey, wow, that was fast. Well, you can see we're all kitted up right now. Tung's here, ready to do some cycling, and these are our rental bikes today. So I'll be on a Felt, and Tung will be on a Gusto. So this is a pretty popular brand here in Taiwan. So these will be our nice 2 rental bikes today. Anyway, let's hurry up and get started and get on the road. So we made our way to the main river cycling path right here. We had to ride through the city a little bit to get over here, but not too bad, only about a 10-15 minute ride. And here we are on the beautiful cycling path. Lots of people out today as well. And it's really hot today, which is actually pretty welcome news right now because it's kind of been raining and really bad weather and we've been kind of cold lately. So I'm actually pretty happy it's kind of hot right now, but Tung's a little not enjoying the hot weather. You can see this path is absolutely beautiful. This is way more massive than any of the bike paths that I've really ridden in Japan. And this is really extensive. It goes along all of the river area in the main Taipei area. So not just this path, but it connects to a whole bunch of different areas. There's a section for walking, there's a section for biking, and it's nice and wide so everyone has enough space. Beautiful architectural designs here as well with the bridges. Anyway, we've got a lot of distance to cover, so we're gonna get continuing on along the river path. Let's go. So this is one of the many cycling cafes that they have along the route. Really cool stuff. Continuing. Made our way back onto the main path. Here we go, the parks are starting to open up. You can see we've got some nice big basketball courts here. Full-size courts, no one out there, just free to play on. Also some nice bathroom facilities here. They may stink a little bit inside, but way bigger, way nicer than the normal bathrooms that you see on these kinds of paths. And as you can see here, lots of different options. They mostly go to the same place, so you can sort of change things up a little bit while you go. Another little cycle cafe here, pretty cool. They've also got a spot by this riverbank here where you can rent bikes. So if you don't have a bike of your own, you can rent. You can also buy some snacks there. We literally can't go a day here without getting hit by rain. It started sprinkling a little bit during our ride and the road's completely wet now. It's not a bad rain. You can see we're still surrounded by sunny clouds, so hopefully it's just little rain cloud. Anyway, continuing on, let's keep going. Go! thankfully the rain seemed to hold off. We're continuing along the river path right now, and I forgot to mention that they have these maps all over the course, so as you're riding you'll see maps like this. This one's really worn out just because it's probably really exposed in the sunlight, but this one has the more local area. So it says where you are, it has everything in English and in Chinese. So we're gonna continue going up towards Tamsui. So this is the Tamsui River, or Danshui, I guess they say here. So some of the characters translate it to T, or this one says D, so I'm not sure which one's correct, but I also forgot to mention that this river path is actually my favorite part of Taipei. So I know there's a lot of things that are awesome about Taipei, like just being a big international city, being the biggest city in Taiwan, but the biggest thing for me is just this huge awesome network of river cycling paths. As you can see, the pavement here is just incredibly smooth. There's no bumps anywhere on the course, nice clean lines everywhere. Everything is nicely designed so it's clear which direction you're riding, who's riding where, and they separate the pedestrians as well. The other great thing is you see a lot of people out here actually using this facility, so a lot of them are tourists, a lot of them are local Taiwanese people as well, and it's also a nice diverse range of different age groups of people, both male, both female, and children out here. So it's great to see this place being used by so many people, and it makes me really happy to come out here and ride out here and see everyone riding their bikes and just have this beautiful organized system. Anyway, let's continue on and keep riding. We're starting to get a bit closer to Tamsui, so let's keep going. One of the really fun things about riding here is the vast network of all of these sort of like bridge paths for the bike paths for cyclists only. We're gonna be riding one of those right now. So you can see we're gonna go up here and cross over the bridge over the main river here to continue up to the north part of Taipei to Tamsui. Speed bumps. And of course, beautiful view to the right side as well. Nice giant mountain, big national park straight ahead to the north. Amazing, big, huge climb, really close to the city. We've just arrived in Tamsui, which is our first major tourist destination. Things are about to get pretty busy here because there's a lot of food stops, a lot of little markets, a lot of beautiful views. You can see we're right along the coast right now, the northwest tip of Taiwan. Let's take a look and see what they got to offer here. See if we can find something good to eat. We're gonna have to get off our bikes for a little bit because you can't really walk through the large amount of people here. Here we go, things are starting to get pretty intense. Lots of people out, as usual. It is the weekend, so expecting big crowds. Lots of restaurants. We should be able to find some delicious food while we're here. We got some nice greasy meat, some nice grilled squid, mochi tempura, some kind of like shish kebab. These arcade things again. Just a random mix of stuff here. You can see kind of like a temple over there, right next to all the tourist stuff. Lots of fried food though, so not quite what we're looking for. Might get something to drink, maybe some ice cream. It's really hot. These arcade places here just seem so like kind of cheap and childish compared to the giant ones we got in Japan. But they seem pretty standardized here. They're all kind of like the same kind of like machinery. It's really hot, so we're gonna get some bubble tea. Pretty excited for this bubble tea. So all the shops right here are right next to the water. We got a really nice, beautiful view. Chung is saying that the water is really beautiful, nice color. Beautiful view of the mountain over on the west side. These people with their umbrella really don't give a crap about where they're walking. They'll just bump into you and hit you with their umbrella. One of the bad things about being with crowds, it looks like if you want to go to the other side, you can take this ferry. You can load your bikes on there as well, apparently, so that's cool to know. I didn't know that, so might have to try that one time. We're starting to reach the outskirts of the touristy part here of Tamsui, and now the road for the cycling path should open up again pretty soon so we can get back on our bikes. We're actually going to head north to one of more lesser known tourist spot up here, which is kind of like the Lover's Bridge or like Fisherman's Wharf kind of area. So let's keep going. We've arrived at the Lover's Bridge at the Fisherman's Wharf and are being serrated by some beautiful traditional Chinese music. Beautiful sight of the bridge here, and they've got a nice heart to go along with it. We're getting pretty hungry. We're gonna try and cross over, see, I think there's some seafood restaurants over there, but we've also got some food options, and worst case scenario, we got some Subway. Let's cross on over. No bike ramp. We do have one sort of small bike lock, but not enough for the two, so we don't want to leave them here without us. We're crossing over with our bikes. Here's how things look on the other side. Nice little stretch that you can walk along, get a nice view of the ocean, all the ships, and the little port here for the boats. They also have some live music going on right now. Nice vibes. Nice long stretch here. Lots of different shops, lots of different restaurants. Let's see if we can find some good food. They've also got some tandem bikes for rent here, so pretty cool. Looks like a fun time. Tung said that she's never been on a tandem bike before yet, so we'll have to ride one eventually. Here we go. This is the shop I was looking for. So this is where I came last time when I came here. These are like the kind of potato ball dessert that you can get in Kufan or Jiaofen, which we're going to be going to in a later episode. So this is what we're going to get. We're going to try and choose one of these options. We went with the number one, so $60 each, $120 for both. So that means these are about $2 each. And you can see this is pretty big. This is my hand, and this is the cold summer version, so it's got some ice in the bottom, covered with the red sweet beans and also the sweet potato balls and the taro imo, the purple sweet potato balls as well. This is a really popular dessert in Taiwan, one of my favorites. So let's give it a try and see if she likes it. This is her first time trying the real thing. Dessert was really good, but left us still a little bit hungry for some real food. So in typical Asian fashion, we got some fried chicken, Tung's favorite. Now she's got a big smile. Kohi eigao ni natta ne. Niku tabetara eigao ga. Fried chicken was really good. That dessert was really good. Everything was really good. We're finishing up our time here, unfortunately, at the Fisherman's Wharf and the Lover's Bridge. Finishing with a nice, beautiful view. Sun's starting to come down, beating down on us really hard, really hot, but really nice considering all the cold weather and rain we've had lately. We're gonna make our way back into Taipei, and Tuung's brother actually lives here in Taiwan, pretty close to Taipei. So we'll be visiting, or actually he'll be coming to visit us in Taipei. We'll be spending the full day tomorrow together. We're still only halfway done with today's ride because we gotta ride back into the city. And anyway, let's start heading back now. Love these bike barriers. Actually, this is the only bike barrier we've really seen here so far, so not so bad, especially compared to the ones that you see in Japan. On our way back, we ran into our fan, so this is our first fan greeting, which is pretty cool.
How you doing? Recognize the jerseys?
Yeah, he spotted our jerseys and just said hello. So he went to the same place we went to. We rode up to Tamsui, so he was going up there today. He's a local here in Taipei, but has lived in Japan, in Tokyo before for 4 years.
Well,
so
actually from Southern California. So.
Oh, never mind.
But live in Taiwan.
He's from Southern California, and how long have you been in Taiwan?
Oh gosh, this time around 2 years. Over 2 years.
Okay, that's not too long actually.
No, I just moved here from Beijing a couple years ago.
Okay, never mind.
For about 15 years.
I'm full of crap. So nice to have some company on the way back. Anyway, we'll catch back in later.
Great stuff, keep it up.
Beautiful sunset. Great way to end today. Loving these little paths here that connect to the bridges. Everything's connected here on the cycling paths here in Taipei. Doesn't matter where you go, which bridge you cross, which river you're on. There's gonna be some path that connects it. Beautiful sunset to end the day. So we've been led astray onto some mysterious route where we had to go up this really tall mountain, and Tuong was suffering pretty hard, but she's really happy now because, as you can see, we're met with a beautiful night view. We're not quite sure exactly where we are, but supposedly if we descend down this road, we'll end up over near Taipei 101.
We gotta go through the graveyard.
We're gonna go through a graveyard, but we're gonna sort of end today's video here because it's kind of too dark to film anything else. Anyway, thanks for joining along on today's adventure. Big thanks to Quinn here for showing us around some of the secret paths here. We're hopefully gonna meet up with him again in a later video on our series, and he's gonna show us a little bit around. So we'll be seeing him again soon. As always, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time here on To A Cruise.